Hello, my name is Danielle Fernando and I'm a third-year student at Untitled Lyceum in Yereskibu. The photos that I am about to present to you were not taken by me but by local photographers in the area. When I was told that I would have to present photos that represented home to me, I wasn't quite sure. I went home and I tried to look on the internet because I'm a terrible photographer, but then I realized I didn't even know what I was looking for. So I had to sit down and try and imagine. I closed my eyes and the first thing I saw was a sky filled with sunlight, and I thought it was absolutely gorgeous and I felt this represented it. The second thing I saw was the ocean, and if you know Cyprus, you know how beautiful our beaches are. People can spend hours there trying to get that perfect sun-kissed tan, without burning themselves, which isn't as easy as you would think down here. The next thing I saw was the abandoned parts of our country. I feel that they represent the culture and the art and so much of what makes Cyprus so amazing. And of course, the people. Shout out to the 2018 Carnival. It was beautiful, there were so many colors, people were dressed up. They make up so much of what we are. And lastly, and most importantly, family. Because what home doesn't have love in it? And I felt as if this was the most important aspect. For me, home is not just a place where you live. It's not just a place where you build a house and move in. Home to me is the place where your soul feels most at place. Home to me is here. Home is Cyprus.
Hello, my name is Lucas Neofito. I'm 17 years old and I'm going to the Yanagi High School in Paphos. Here we've got some pictures I took. This one is Petratronomiou. I took it in the summer when I went out with my friends, and I really liked it because the view and the treasures that Cyprus has are really, really nice and beautiful, and everybody has to get the chance to come to Cyprus and see and visit and try the seas and beaches because they're really nice and really rejuvenating to swim in. As for this picture, it reminds me of my home because that's my bedroom and that's where I spend all my time with. That's where I study and I listen to music sometimes because that helps me relax. This is a picture taken by a friend of mine, and that's me at lunch break at school. Those are my friends, my closest friends now, and we spend a lot of time together when we hang out or just in the breaks. This one's my favorite until now because that's when it was my father's 50th birthday. We went to the village and we had a souvla, traditional food that Cypriots eat when they get together. And just because I have an extended family, there is a lot of meat on the souvla right now. And you can see my uncle having fun drinking and just bringing out the tradition of Cyprus. And last but not least, we've got Caledonia Falls. That's where I've been on a trip with my family, and we wanted to see the treasures that Cyprus hides, actually. And when we were following a trail path in Troodos Mountains, we bumped into this waterfall, and that was really, really amazing because the waterfall itself is so magnificent. And yeah, I really wanted to take a picture because I thought it was brilliant. Those photos represent home to me because it's my homeland, it's Cyprus, that's where I grew up, and everybody has to come and see it because it's just an amazing place.
Hello, my name is Lisa. I'm 20 years old and I'm from Lower Bavaria. Today I show you 5 pictures which means home to me. The first picture you see shows our local mountain in the winter. I took this picture last January and it was so cold on this day. I remember my toes were freezing while I took this picture, and this picture means home to me because of the winter. In our local village there's like 6 months of the year is winter and the other 6 months are cold. So you always have the winter, and when you drive to our village you always see the snow, and we have big amounts of snow. On the second picture you see a ski lift which I spent a lot of time in my childhood. Every day when I come home from school I ate something, did my homework, and then first put on my ski shoes and take my skis, and then drove with the skis to the ski lift where I met my friends, where I spent my free time, where I laughed a lot. And I remember too that it was very cold, but we never cared about, because it was such a great time. And this ski lift, or a ski lift and driving ski, reminds me of my home. On the third picture you see the mountain from the first picture, but in this picture it was summer. It was taken, I think, last year in summer, in August. Yes, in August. I went up on the hill and waited like 1 or 2 hours to have the perfect sky for the picture, and I just stand there and listened what the nature sounds like. And this picture reminds me of home, because when it's not cold at home, at my home, the summers are very beautiful, also the spring. When I think about my home, I always think about my family, and especially about my mom. So the fourth picture is a picture of me and my mom. I think I was about 8 or 9 years old in this picture, and a mom is always a very special person in her own way, and a mom is always important, I think. The last and the fifth picture shows my grandpa. He's also a very special person to me, because he was around since my whole life. We live in the same house, and he's a very kind and a very special person. I would say he's open-minded too. He teaches me things like you always have to smile, you always have to be social, you always have to remind that this time, when it's a worst time, it will go over and there will be other situations. And the picture was taken in the studio at my workplace for a task we have to make for school. And I remember he was a little bit angry to drive with me about 100 kilometers only for a picture. And but in the end we made it.
Hi, my name is Steffi, and today I want to tell you something about 5 pictures. Who means home to me. And the first picture shows the wide ocean, and the photo was taken in January, where it was very cold, and it was taken at the North Sea. And at this time it was very windy, and to take this photo I had to climb up a hill to have the whole ocean on the picture. And I really like this picture a lot, because the ocean makes me feel free and open-minded. The second picture shows a lake in my hometown, in my little village, and the picture was taken on a sunny day, and it means home to me. It means I know where I come from, and you always see this lake when you drive through the village, and you know your home when you see it. On the third picture you can see a boat on a lake. The boat belongs to the Wasserwacht. That's Bavarian and German lifeguard. I do a lot of things with them and do a lot of practice, so we can rescue people from the water when they go down. And in this There are a lot of friends of mine too, and we have great company together. On the fourth picture, you can see a group of people who means a lot to me. They're all my friends, and we always do things together, and each of them means home to me because you can talk to them, you can have fun with them, and just enjoy life, and you feel like home and that you're welcome in this group. On the fifth picture, you can see my mom and my dad, and this is my family, who is definitely home for me, because when I come home, we can always talk. They supported me in all things I do, and we can have also fun together and just be a family and have the daily life, and that's a company you can feel free with and also welcome.
When were the photos taken?
These old photos, the colored one, me and my father and my brother, was taken in about 1982, 1983. These black and whites are taken for me in December 2017. Yes, last December.
Where were the photos taken?
Kumunduru Street, 78, in Karditsa. Karditsa, in the central Thessaly, in Greece.
Was the environment controlled?
No, there are snapshots. They're not studio shots. There are snapshots in the field, in the city. Let's say with a handheld camera.
What challenges did you have with getting the shots?
About the colored shots, these two was not so easy to be shot because my father used this small Russian camera with no photometer. It's a Tsaika 2 camera, and he used the Sunny 16 rule to have the exposure set it correctly. I love this camera, it works, and I still take pictures with it. With film, of course. About the other three, I had no serious problems, no challenges to cope with, and I trust my Nikon FM2. It's this camera is about the same age with this, but I still use it, and it's a workhorse, so no problem at all. I would love to enter the house and take some other pictures of details, of the furniture, of the decoration, take pictures to remind me every, let's say, day of the vacations of living inside the house. To record the house as a home.
When were the photos taken?
These photos were taken during my trip to Cappadocia. My grandparents were born and raised in Cappadocia, and for me that was a trip like a tribute to their memory. The photos were taken, I think, 3 years ago.
Was the environment controlled?
No, it was not a controlled environment. Actually, all these photos, as you can see, are they are all field photos. So they are actually snapshots. They're not studio photos.
What challenges did you have with getting the shots?
Well, the challenges. Uh, well, Cappadocia is a unique place. The landscape is really wonderful. The lighting of the place is wonderful. So my main challenge was my effort to capture all this in one shot, which is extremely difficult.
So, what do you like or dislike about the photos?
I find these photos good looking, they are satisfying for me. However, I believe I did not manage to convey the incredible vibes of this place. Well, as you can see, there are landscapes and some buildings of Cappadocia. All these pictures represent for me a home. It's not my homeland. I was not born in Cappadocia, but as a child I was born with my parents, my grandparents, telling me stories about this place. They were born and raised there. They left in around 1920. They never returned, and through these stories, this place is like a home to me.
This photo was taken in Gambia, 2016, on the 2nd of August. This is my sister. It was his graduation in the university. The other photos, number 4, is took place in. I was took this video in the camp here. It was my friend's birthday. Other one is I'm with my friends in the campo here, Toronto here. Together with my friends for the remembrance of the tomorrows. It was our tournament in our country, in our países. Only me in there. I was sitting in my bed. It is only me. I was sitting in my bed. I took these photos in there. This is the bridge, and I was standing around. I was picturing of the beach. What I dislike from the photos is maybe my phone cannot be contain many of the photos in my phone. So sometimes when I put inside my phone some of the days and some of the months, it's going to be expiring there because I don't have enough space of keeping it. I like it to put as in my store of the remembrance of tomorrow. The challenge is for sometimes the darkness, the photos is dark, sometimes it's white, sometimes it is look like that. Sometimes that was the challenge of the photos. I took this photo for the remembrance of where I was in and tomorrow where I'm going to be. Yeah, I feel very happy when I see these pictures. I see very happy. It was every time I see it, it gives me a remembrance. By the time I was to the photos, by the time what my size was in and what my situation was in. Yeah, it's going to be the very entertainment of the peoples, or very reacts on the peoples when they see these photos. They will recognize, all my friends, when they see it, they will recognize, and they're going to be happy where I was to the places where I was to the photos in. They are going to be happy, and when the people others see it, they are going to be happy for it.
The photo was taken in Toronto and in Gambia. In Toronto, it was taken in 2017. In Gambia, it was taken 2015 to 2016. It is in Toronto and some in Gambia. No, the photos is not an environmental control. Only photo number 2 is an environmental control, where my sisters and my uncle is. Photo number 2 is an environmental control because I pictured again. It was a photo card. The challenge is somehow difficult because it takes me to go about 20 miles from the home at home. I like the photos because it makes me proud whenever I look at it and make me to remember them every time. The photos is including myself, and number 2 it is my uncle and my 2 sisters. The photo number 3 it was my friends at school. The photo number 4 it was a house that is made by me at home. The photo number 5 it was my younger brothers and my sister. The photo represents a topic to me because I always feel proud whenever I look at it and remember me a past thing about it. I feel proud. I mean, my opinion is maybe they will feel like they will feel the way I feel about these photos.
Hello, my name is Roxandra. I want to present some pictures, and first of all I want to get into the technical details of these pictures. So we'll start mentioning that these pictures were taken all in the same spot. Even if the subject on the pictures is changing sometimes, it is still the same spot. So all these pictures were taken in Portugal on our property. While I was taking the pictures, I never really cared if I am taking a good lighting or if I'm trying to put it in a certain square. I just took the pictures because I thought it would be a nice moment and a nice memory. By that time, when we moved to Portugal, I didn't really have a good camera, so we used just a small Canon that I bought, and with that, when we made all our pictures, it wasn't very good quality, maybe 5 megapixels. I don't really like that the quality isn't the best, but I think that these aspects of not being perfect also reveals something about being very personal and very homey for us. So in the first picture, we see our house on our property. It was built exactly in the year that we can see on the picture. It was actually our first building that we made, and we were so happy to have a house which is our own. Even if it was very small in a cabin out of wood, we just enjoyed time in it, and it was very tiny, but we were very happy together. I love this picture because it just shows you that that house wasn't just built from builders or from somebody who's contracted to build something. It was made by us, by the members of the family. We just worked so hard on doing this house. It was our own effort. After some time, the house was too small for us as we were growing bigger, so we had to make it like the same size again. So we were working on that, and finally we got a really nice result, and we were really happy in this new house. So we improved every year a little bit more just to make it more nicer, and we worked on so many details around the house just to make it exactly as we wanted it to be. After we worked so hard in the house, in one day only everything disappeared. A very big fire just took everything from us, as it was a cabin out of wood. It took the walls off and just everything because the fire was too hot. So we were left with actually nothing, just a little part of the walls of a bathroom, which also burned inside, so we were actually without nothing. But it was still our home. And after the disasters, we were really blessed to receive somebody that were open to help us to rebuild our house. even though it wasn't anymore the house that we have.
Adım Mehmet Uğur Sever. Antalya Muratpaşa Eğitim Merkezi'nde otomotiv mekanikerliği sınıfında okuyorum. Bu fotoğraf 25 Ağustos 2017 tarihinde çekildi. Fotoğrafı çekerken ters ışığa dikkat edemedim. O yüzden karanlık çıktı. Kardeşimin hareketliliği, şımarıklılığı olduğu için ben bu fotoğrafı sakladım. Sizinle de paylaşmak istedim. Bu fotoğrafta kardeşim daha net çıktı, daha yüzü parlak çıktı. Bu fotoğrafta ise iki kardeşlerim var. Bu fotoğrafı saklamam nedenim güzel bir anım oldu. Sizlerle paylaşmak istediğim. Bu fotoğraf 26.04.2010 tarihinde çekildi. Fotoğrafta babam ve kardeşim var. Fotoğrafı çekerken kareyi almaya dikkat ettim, uğraştım onun için. Güzel bir fotoğraf olduğunu inandım. O yüzden de sizinle paylaşmak istiyorum. Buradaki 1 yaşındaki kardeşim burada 8 yaşındaydı. Bu fotoğraf 19 Eylül 2017 tarihinde çekildi. Fotoğrafta kardeşim var. Kardeşimi uyurken çektim. Patlamasına dikkat edemedim. O yüzden kardeşim karanlık çıktı. Güzel bir fotoğraf olduğunu inandım. Sizinle de paylaşmak istedim. Bu fotoğraf 13 Haziran 2017 tarihinde çekildi. Buradaki kardeşimin doğum günüydü. Fotoğrafta kardeşimin arkadaşları, akrabalarımız falan vardı. Bizim Türk yöremize ait bir yer sofrası hazırlanmıştı. Sofradaki karpuz, kavun, bir de yaş pastası vardı. Güzel bir fotoğraf. Kardeşimin doğum gününü sizlere paylaşmak istedim. O yüzden bu fotoğrafı seçtim.
21 Kasım Perşembe günü çekildi bir fotoğraf. Çeken kişi ışığın yönünü tam ayarlayamadı. Fotoğraf biraz karanlık çıktı. Sevdiğim bir Türk enstrümanı olduğu için. Saz. İnşallah çalmayı öğrenmeyi düşünüyorum. Pratik yapıyorum daha da evde. Sevdiğim bir fotoğraf. Birçok çeşidi var sazın. 3 tellisi, bu elimdeki 5 telli olan var. 2013 tarihinde çekildi bu fotoğraf. Bütün aile bir aradaydı o zaman. Türkiye'ye özgü bir simit tarzı bir yiyecek. Adı pişi. Bizim yöresel bir yiyeceğimizdir. Gördüğünüz gibi büyük anne. Pişi pişiriyorlar bizim aile. Yöreye özgü olduğu için göstermek istedim. Bir araya gelerek yaptıkları bir pişi. Komşulara, aileye, akrabalara, herkese dağıtılır. Özel günlerde, normal günlerde. Piknik tarzı yapılıyor. Eğlenceli. Yağ, hamurla kullanılarak yapıyor. Sadece bu kadardır. Annem, kız kardeşim, teyzemler falan da var. 20 Kasım Pazartesi günü çekildi bu. Babamın eşyaları var. Babamdan kalan hatıralara önem verdiğim için fotoğrafı seçmek istedim. Değer verdiğim bir kişi olduğu için. 18 Kasım Cumartesi günü çekildi. Ailemle beraberiz. Annem, kız kardeşim, ben. Sevdiğim bir fotoğraf bu da. Diğerleri kadar. 19 Kasım Pazar günü çekildi. İtalya, Hollanda ve Portekiz hatıraları var. Sevdiğim bir köşe olduğu için bunu göstermek istedim. Daha fazla ülkeyi de gezmeyi düşünüyorum. Daha da fazla bir bölüm yapmayı isterim.
Hello, my name is Sultan Hader, and the first photo that I've taken is of my baby cousin, and this is very special to me as it was the first time she opened her eyes, and also it was taken when she was about 2 months old, and I did like this photo because it's very cute. However, I dislike it because it was very hard to get, My second photo is of the Bullring Bull. This is special to me as I live in Birmingham, and this could represent the Birmingham as it is one of the popular statues. And I like this shot because it was very easy to get, but one bad thing about it was that it was quite hard as there was loads of pedestrians walking past it. My third photo is of a Nissan Gtr, which is in orange. This was a hard shot to get as they are very rare cars, but I did get this shot and I found it quite easy as there's pretty much no one around, and it's in my favourite colour, orange, as well. My fourth shot is off a golf where I recently went, and I enjoyed it as it was fun and easy to learn. And this shot was easy as it wasn't there wasn't a lot of people, and I also kind of enjoy the shot as it is one of my best ones. And then my fifth one is like my favourite shot, which is of New York, which I have recently visited, and it was very good because it showed a different whole world. And this shot was quite hard to get as I had to get it exactly right, otherwise it looked very bad.
Bună ziua! Mă numesc Cristina Gabriel și sunt elev în clasa 11-a a Colegiului Național Mihai Eminescu din Petroșani. Practic, un sport nu prea popular la noi în țară ca fotbalul sau tenisul, și anume șahul. M-am apucat de șah acum 2 ani când am găsit o carte la mine în bibliotecă despre șah și m-am apucat să o răsfoiesc. Răsfoind-o, am găsit partide celebre ale marilor maestri și m-a fascinat acest lucru. Imediat i-am spus tatei că vreau să mă apuc de șah, iar el s-a bucurat pentru că mi-ocup și eu timpul cu ceva și nu mai stau degeaba. O lună mai târziu deja participam la primul meu concurs de șah, unde reprezentam liceul meu la un concurs pe echipe. Am avut un început bun și m-am bucurat foarte tare din pricina asta și mai apoi am participat la un alt concurs care era un festival internațional de șah și a avut loc la Marea Neagră, la noi, în stațiunea Jupiter. Următorul meu concurs a fost în august și anume la Arad, unde am jucat foarte bine și toată lumea a fost surprinsă. Astfel am atras atenția și clubului sportiv școlar numărul 1 Timișoara. Următorul concurs a fost în 2017 și anume calificările pentru mondiale, unde din păcate am cracat. Pentru că am vrut foarte mult să ajung acolo, m-am simțit foarte stresată. Și pur și simplu n-am mai putut să fac nimic, nu mai puteam să gândesc și am jucat foarte slab. Atunci a venit prima mea întrebare: să mă las de șah sau să nu mă las de șah? Dar faptul că am evoluat într-un timp atât de scurt și că eu am în spate doar jumate de ani de șah și eu joc atât de bine, comparativ cu cei de vârsta mea care au 5-6 ani de șah și joacă cam la nivelul meu, m-au determinat să nu mă las de șah. Până la urmă pot spune că am redescoperit această plăcere de a juca șah, pentru că atunci nu mai vreau să văd nici măcar tabla de șah din cauza acelei decepții. Dar următorul meu concurs, și anume finala de senior la feminin, am reușit să rețin pieptul unor adversare mult mai bine cotate decât mine, ceea ce m-a bucurat foarte tare. Dar, din nou, după acel concurs, am luat o pauză de 3 luni doar pentru a mă antrena și n-am mai participat la concursul. Iar mai apoi am jucat din nou la Superliga, timp în care m-am dublu legitimat la un alt club din Timișoara, ceea ce a fost foarte plăcut pentru mine, pentru că nu mă așteptam ca eu, din Valea Jiului, să ajung să reprezint Timișoara. Să faci șah, din punctul meu de vedere, are și avantaje, dar și dezavantaje. Avantajele sunt că eu, de exemplu, în 2 ani de șah am apucat să văd cam jumătate din țară, jumătate din orașele importante, ceea ce mulți nu apucă să revadă într-o viață. Dar, odată cu vizitarea acestor orașe, necesită și o anumită sumă de bani. Șahul este unul dintre cele mai costisitoare sporturi din România, chiar dacă mulți oameni nu tind să creadă asta, chiar este. Dezavantajul mai este că îți ia mult timp. Tot în această măsură am început să comunic mai mult cu oamenii. Eu fiind o fire introvertită, faptul că trebuia să discut cu necunoscuți, că discutam înainte de partide cu adversarii mei care uneori erau și străini, am jucat și cu străini, m-a făcut să-mi dau drumul mai tare la voce și să vorbesc și să nu mai fiu așa timidă. Prin acest video vreau să vă îndemn să faceți ce vă place, să faceți cu pasiune, să nu vă ambiționați să atingeți un obiectiv și să nu mai vedeți lucrurile din spate. Pentru că eu am încercat să fac acest lucru. Am încercat să ajung sus și am încercat să ajung sus într-un timp foarte scurt și am tras de mine foarte mult și n-am reușit asta, pentru că am lăsat plăcerea deoparte și nu mai jucam din plăcere, jucam pentru un anumit obiectiv. Ceea ce nu aș vrea să faceți și voi. Aș vrea să faceți ceva cu plăcere.